What's up, guys? How's it going? This is going to be Taurus Money, January 22. Back on the horse. Took some time off after my little spill. So trying to get back in the swing of things. Getting money, January 2022. Gonna try to get all the signs posted up. Feel free to cross watch. Feel free to reach out for one-on-one reading. I'm healing up nicely. As you can see, chin and lip is still a little sore here. So pardon if I am not so clear. I'm going to try to get to you the message, what needs to be seen or heard. If you're not a Taurus, feel free to look at this money reading through the lens of the second house. That's the house that Taurus rules over. So you could Google that and search that, all the keywords. Just look up astrological houses, and get your information there. This reading is primarily for money, but we could kind of rope in career, business, financials, resources, all that good stuff. So without further ado, so I should say that the Fool card was at the bottom of the deck along with the King of Wands, so take that for what it is. Fool card is kind of just jumping out there, putting yourself out there. If you are going to jump out there, not really having expectations, but you know yourself best. What else can I say about the King of Wands in the upright? This is an energy of upward mobility, a master manifester, an influencer, someone that could get a lot done. Wands are, of course, the suit of action, firepower, things of that nature. Okay, we got the Two of Cups here, Taurus. This is contracts, business partnership, could be romantic partnership as well, going into business with a romantic partner. What else can I say? Pardon the camera moving, I do have this on my lap. Yeah, Two of Cups is like a fair exchange. Okay, again, you're going to want to weigh your emotions and all that good stuff. What's in it for me type of energy. I'm going to be honest, that's kind of what seems to be the approach here. It's kind of like what's in it for me energy. You just want to make sure that whatever you're kind of being involved with is fair and reciprocal, especially if you're investing your time in it. Okay, that's kind of the sense that I'm getting. Let me pause and readjust the camera setup for a second. Okay, that's a lot better. I didn't want all this kind of movement as I was shuffling, so it's a little better. What can we say? So this is just kind of making sure that you get your own fair share. When we tend to put in effort, we tend to be reciprocated or make sure that our cup is filled equally. So you just want to make sure that you're not extending yourself. Time is money, so it could be in regards to who you associate yourself with, that taking you away from your day-to-day responsibilities here with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Magician in reverse is not being able to manifest something. What are we speaking to? Okay, the Nine of Wands in reverse is letting go of the past. Bitterness, burdens, all that stuff. Clearing the air, making fresh way for the future. Yeah, the past is like, again, still this kind of wanting to get something out of somebody, no matter how wrong or dirty they did you. No longer being a defendant of that, because it's almost as if no one's hearing or no one's listening. The Four Pentacles in the upright is regaining your balance, cornerstone energy, stability energy. On this cornerstone, my church shall be built type. So I am getting that you can't really suffer any fools. You know what I'm saying? So there's this kind of balance between like committing and jumping into something if you genuinely have the bandwidth to do so, if you genuinely have the time to do so. But again, your focus might just be, on your business right now with the King of Pentacles in reverse here. What's this conflict with the Five of Wands in the upright? It is pettiness. Okay, it is pettiness. Not involving yourself in pettiness or, like I said, expectation, I think, in regards to people from the past. Focus on your business, focus on your day-to-day. Especially as we leave the holidays, there's a coming out of the holidays energy here. With the 5 in the upright, offset the 9 of Wands in the reverse here. Okay, just kind of 3 of Wands energy is left over too, that 4 in the reverse. Looking to new horizons, but kind of possibilities. Taking opportunities and using them as stepping stones. Okay, not necessarily limiting yourself to sometimes, and I know this is a money reading, but sometimes we limit ourselves by trying to categorize everything into into like a romantic opportunity. The 9 of Swords in the reverse is coming out of worry. Okay, could we speak more to the 3 of Wands, Spirit? That 3 of Wands, it could be your ships coming in or again, setting sail for new horizons. I was getting more so of like a looking out into the world, really in reference to like your own kind of like golden state, maybe a golden age or phase or period you're entering into, but like having to do with your frequency and your aura. Much less to do with your kind of manually grinding here with the Chariot in reverse. Okay? Remember, this Chariot energy, and we spoke a little bit to it in the other readings, the money readings, so feel free to check that out. Again, part 2 are on the Patreon. Subscribe to only $3 a month. Well worth it. Resorting to certain streams of income or revenue, especially if it's kind of fast paced or a lot at risk or, manual labor or something like that, like, to the extent that like it could pull you and not necessarily you're pulling it, not doing something out of desperation. Like, for instance, I'll use my own situation as an example. Like, I have this scooter in the background, I do deliveries and stuff, but having that kind of grind mentality and trying to do everything as fast as humanly possible with this kind of work, it's not safe, and it's just not the approach isn't kind of in sync with abundance, so to speak, because you quickly find that, well, it's never going to be enough, if that makes sense. Like, granted, there's a certain quota that you'd like to meet each day, but I do deliveries with this little scooter in the background, but the mentality of trying to squeeze in as much as you can, it's a mentality of scarcity or lack. So right here with the Knight of Swords in the upright, that's kind of typified there. So you want to typify your approach to certain, I don't know if they're side hustles or jobs, or you want your own kind of nature and divine timing to speak to you when's best to do that, if that makes sense. Okay. Um, and that goes for, this is a more kind of garish example, but I would apply that to, tarot reading, or, you want to move in sync with the rhythm of where you're at energetically. And the more freed up that you are to do that as an applicant to your source of income, the more there's room for growth and big surprises here. Okay. So I think I could leave that there. I feel as though maybe the holidays, or maybe like if you're at a low point, like I've been lately, certain people are going to reveal themselves to you. Again, this is an emphasis on not trying to look to get something out of people that just, like, if they let you down, they let you down, and that sucks. But, really, truly, I feel as though you have bigger fish to fry as far as starting your own empire and your own cornerstone and your own church, as it were, of self. Okay? So take that, in the spirit in which it's intended. I know there's a lot of talk about like cutting people out, or what have you, but that's another conversation for another story. All right, guys, that's my cue to go. Love you. Part 2 on the Patreon, link below.